And for the home team, number 10, off the left rim and out.
Well, he's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Number 10, the feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
And that's a nice way for his team to get started.
Yeah, really nice start for his team to get out in front here.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the visiting team's head coach. He said the key to this matchup will be their ability to limit the quality looks close to the basket. When facing a team like this one, he said, you don't stand a chance giving up easy looks inside. Guys?
All right, Doris. The shot, no good. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Number 4. That's good.
Nice soft touch to drop that one in.
Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Inside. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Drop that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
There's the lob to the hoop.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder.
Number 10. Hangs in the air. The shot is off.
And poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Come on now. Did they really just pull that off?
That was an outstanding play.
Hey, guys, there are alley-oops, and then there are alley-oops.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Number 4. Can't connect from short range.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
To the middle. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. They set the pick. He logs up the alley-oop pass. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Executed to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Picked away. And here's the fast break.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Tipped away. Out in his own on the break. On up the court. Number 10. Off target on the 15-footer.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Number 5.
There's a minute left to play in the first. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go. He's got 5.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, I mean, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
And you know, Steve, he's as level-headed a player as there is. If there's ever been an occasion when he's gotten flustered, I can't recall it. I've not seen it.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And, Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Number 4. Nailed from three-point land.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Number 11. And the baseline jumper, no good. Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Number 5. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. 5 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's the 3. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And we'll get things. Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Boy, a ton of threes in that first quarter. This team really lighting it up, guys.
Yeah, it's been an onslaught from downtown.
Five to shoot. Number 11. Can't hit the step-back jump shot.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Number 4.
A smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Post-up shot, and it's good on the way in. 6 points for him.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Gets the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Number 14 misses the 3. Has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And they're running. Number 10. And the shot is good.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Number 7. It's a second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside.
Yeah, he's surprised he didn't make that one because he had a pretty clean look at the hoop.
Tries from 10. Number 10 lays it up and banks it in. 10 points for him.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Stolen. And here's the fast break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And so out of bounds it goes. And they'll keep possession.
For your 76ers. Number 8.
Number 14. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket, and tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
Smooth as silk on the finger roll. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's the pick. Down low.
That was awesome.
Look out below.
Unbelievable what I'm seeing here. Is this the dunk contest?
Hey, this one counts, Clark. Believe me, what confidence to attempt the alley-oop to himself.
He just couldn't resist, could he?
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
To the inside, intercepted. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, number 4. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
They get a hand on it.
Get outside, get outside.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
The fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
1:05 left in the second quarter.
Well, he sees something that he doesn't like. I'm not sure what it is, but I think he's going to make some changes here.
I think you've got to make your adjustments pretty quickly like he's doing here. Otherwise, you know, things can get out of hand. So this is a good timeout.
And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Number 5, the layup missed.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Number 10, and he drops it in from the low post. He's got 14.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Hey, right there.
35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Off his leg, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. On defense, the visitors. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. By himself, pushes it down to finish the break.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Kick it out.
Number 7, 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. He's got 6. 6 seconds left here in the second. Got a piece of it. And that concludes the first half. The away team leading by 6. And coming up now, it's...
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Welcome, everyone, to
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Number 10, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Tipped, leaps for it. To the paint, number 11. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Nice pass. That one was right on target.
Number 4.
And he lobs it up.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Shoots, and the jumper is good. He's got 10. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. To the middle. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Number 10. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Don't let him shoot that.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Number 7 uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for him.
And still perfect here in the second half. 4 for 4 from the field.
Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Missed inside.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this third quarter.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Well, his dunking ability is unquestioned. I mean, he plays above the rim, and he won't hesitate to crank it down on you given the opportunity.
And also, there aren't many players better at anticipating an opponent's next move, waiting for his moment and then jumping in the way of a pass to come up with the steal. He's got that mastered.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Get there, get there.
6 on the shot clock. Lets it go. That one off the back iron and out.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
22 seconds on the shot clock. 22.
.156 left in the third quarter of the game. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous, stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Number 10. No good from outside.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Number 4. That is good. 12 points for him.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Well, they're getting way too many easy shots in the paint. So this timeout is specifically for that reason. You got to tighten up the defense and start to make it harder for that offensive team.
I know it's easier said than done, but right now it just doesn't seem like the necessary effort is there.
107 left in the third quarter.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Nice job again that time to add to their lead. I'll tell you what, they're doing everything right at this moment.
They're playing steadily in all aspects of the game, Steve. You're exactly right.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
I understand that they're trying to be aggressive, but still, I mean, you can play fast but still play efficiently, but they're not doing that right now.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
The layup off target.
I like the work there, contesting that shot that looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic. And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
Backs down. Number 14. A three-pointer off the mark. Number 4. Number 10. It's good on the putback.
Boy, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Yeah, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The away. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Lots of room. The putback, a follow-up flush.
It looked like he anticipated exactly where that shot was going.
And so well, the offensive execution has been brilliant. 66% from the field. Number 4 falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
He doesn't need to fade away on that move. He can go straight up, make it an easier shot.
Number 10, and a big-time jam right there.
Well, his body control is what I notice. I think that jumps off the page when you watch him play. Even with the defender draped all over him, he's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And we can't forget to mention his rebounding now. When you watch him, just keep an eye on the way he battles in the paint when a shot goes up.
76ers foul call. Number 8. At the line for the Mavericks. Number 10. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Remains Philadelphia ball. 7 seconds on the shot clock. 7.
Number 5 finds himself wide open and drills it.
And this game is really heated up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, there's always room for more offense, Steve. You know that.
Number 10 misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. To take the lead, and he lays it up and in.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Number 14 gets it to go from beyond the arc. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Yeah, it has been. Neither team able to create any significant separation so far.
Steve?
Yeah, that's right, guys. The lead has now changed hands 5 times.
Number 7. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Down low, and he banks in the layup.
Their low post defense has to show some improvement, guys.
Yeah, of the last 10 points, Steve, 8 have come from in tight.
Inside, and the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hi, guys. I got a chance to hear what the home team head coach was saying to his players. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Number 14. A three-pointer, no good. Gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Ball's knocked loose. Clock at 6. Here's the break. Throws it up high. Count it!
How about that nice 1-2 punch there, guys? Great defensive play, and of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
Yeah, zero tolerance for mistakes here.
Number 10. The shot is off. Gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
This could be a turning point.
Kevin, critical possession here.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot, and they're just about dancing in the aisles now.
What an eruption in this building.
16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Number 11. Misses the 3. And they commit an intentional foul. See another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yep, you got to extend the game here. Try to keep that clock from moving.
Come together and get up!
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
For your 76ers, number 11. At the line
First
for
free
two.
throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Man, pressure-packed free throws, but he looks cool as can be. So big to give them that 3-point lead.
They set the pick. Bullseye! And oh, that was an enormous 3-pointer.
Defense just has to fight over the top of those screens.
Especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, he doesn't miss too many.
Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. Number 4 bangs home the trifecta. He's got 23.
Boy, his performance from long range has been incredible.
I know that was your shot, Steve, and today it's his too.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
Yeah, look at me.
Clock at 4. Number 10 comes up empty down low. It has been just outrageous 64% from the field to this point. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
You know, the tension could not be any higher right now, and he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. Just a cool customer.
Get through.
Looking to get back on track here. He takes it up and lays it in.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Who got ball?
We play just over a minute here in OT. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Deflects the pass. Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime.
Get him! Get him! Yo, double! Set it up! Set him on YouTube.
4 on the clock. Makes it off the glass.
No, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Around 2 minutes into overtime now. It's been a good one. Number 10, Money.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Come get it!
Defensive foul. Number 11. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so here's the home team. Connects! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
His shooting has been good, but overall, I think his output has been somewhat limited. The defense really keeping him from getting the number of shots he'd like.
Number 4. Yes!
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Double! Someone come get this! Where's the open man?
Number 4. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Right there!
And now we've got the intentional foul.
At the line for the Mavericks. Number 14. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Number 4. There's the block. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
For the Mavericks. Number 11. Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. Number 5. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. And so the road team gets the W in this one. An impressive victory in overtime after an exciting end in regulation.
You know what? In a long game, fatigue can sometimes affect every aspect of play. They didn't look tired at all to me.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long and thanks for joining us as we leave you with the Jordan Player of the Game.